Internet, how's it going? I got a battle here today against a fellow who goes by the name of Jake, not to be confused with that one stud Jake high in fiber. This guy's fiber intake is still up for debate. So, anyway, quick announcement before the game starts. For the past like year and a half, actually, I've had a Twitter account, but I've just never really used it. Although I've decided I'm going to start changing that, and I'm going to start using Twitter. So, it's mainly going to be for like finding battles. Like I use Skype still to do that, but Twitter's just kind of easy. I just tweet and then responses happen, and then I just battle people who responded. So, yeah, I'm going to start doing that. So follow me on Twitter at FerrisWheel32, link in the description. And so yeah, let's get into today's game. Going up against his team, I realized that I don't really have a good form of priority, a good lead, or a good revenge killer. But then after seeing his team, I realized barring a Scarf, Gengar actually outspeeds his entire team, so that narrowed down my choice of a lead pretty damn quick. And so I lead off with Gengar, and I make a really ballsy move here, and I substitute turn 1. And if his Victini were Scarfed, I would have stayed in and subbed, and I would have been down 6-5 pretty damn quick. First turn of the game. So I decide to, just stay in, take advantage of my sub, and get some free damage on his Quagsire. And yeah, I see Scald breaks the sub, so, okay, can't stay in, obviously. I don't want to get burned. And I bring in Vaporeon. And gonna take the Water Absorb, or Water Absorb that Scald, rather. And I kind of make a stupid play here, and I forget that he's totally gonna have Toxic, and I'm totally about to get poisoned, and it's just a bad time. And I have a Poison Heal Gliscor on this team. That's the stupid part. So Gliscor's like sitting in the back like, yo, what the fuck? I should have taken that. What are you doing, Ferris? And I'm like, yeah, okay, yep, good point. And Vaporeon's all like, yeah, dude, what the hell? I can't be poisoned. That completely ruins my week. I can't even wall now. And I'm like, yep, alright, fair enough. And so I bring in Ferrothorn, and the Scald, and I get burned on the... I burn Ferrothorn. It gets burned, and now Ferrothorn is all like, seriously, Ferris? You're kidding me. This is bullshit. And I'm like, okay. I'm systematically screwing over my walls here, and they can't even do what they're supposed to anymore. I've got a Toxic Vaporeon and a burned Ferrothorn. This just isn't a good day for me. And at this point, I'm really like not in the match. I'm just kind of thinking, ah, fuck it, I've already lost. I can't wall with my 2 walls, and I just don't really think I'm gonna be able to do much. I won't be able to take hits long enough to find an opening to set up and sweep. So, I Leech Seeded his Victini switch in, which was dumb. I should have Stealth Rocked, but whatever. And so I switch in Vaporeon now, just to take the fire move. And I mean, as long as I don't really keep Vaporeon in for like more than 2 or 3 turns, Toxic really won't be a problem, because it won't, be doing enough to, make it a big deal. So, he takes out Victini, brings in Ampharos, which is going to be his Mega, and I Baton Pass, so that was great, get the switch advantage on him. I'm going to bring in Gliscor now, just to Toxic him, in case he's like more of a bulky defensive variant, which, although considering his Mega, he may not be, but still useful to get the Toxic on him. So, and then I'm going to proceed to taunt him after all this bullshit happens, and yeah, get the poison on him, and I see he has Cotton Guard, which I wasn't expecting at all, but that's also kind of bad, because I don't really have a whole lot of special attackers. I only have Vaporeon, which is a definite no-no, switching that into Ampharos, and then I have Gengar, who really can't take that many hits, so this is going to kind of be tricky to work around this thing. But I do live the Dragon Pulse, which is nice, and I'm just going to U-turn out of here because I am still faster than him, and, no point in wasting Gliscor. He could definitely prove useful later. So, I bring in Madden NFL 25, the Ferrothorn, and if you're wondering why that's its nickname, it's a story involving Nick, and I think that's all you really need to know about it. That kind of explains itself, I think. So, he switches out Ampharos, inevitably, to bring in Mew. And considering Mew can do a metric fuck ton of different things, oh, there, I finally set up rocks, so about time. So I don't really know what to expect from it. But he Volt Switches, and I guess that's okay. I don't really have a whole lot I can do. I think I just Leech Seed, or Thunder Wave. So, oh yeah, I Thunder Wave. This was the turn. I was like, he Volt Switched, and I Thunder Wave, and I was like, please don't bring in Quagsire or Ferrothorn. He brings in Victini. I'm like, yes, got the Thunder Wave on him, so that was great. Paralyzing that thing is just a huge help, but he's still going to be faster than me, which is kind of sad, but it's a Ferrothorn, so. And then Fusion Flare is going to kill me, so that was alright. I mean, Ferrothorn, I pretty much just relegate him to death fodder at that point anyway, and I bring in Gengar to get the revenge kill on him. At this point, he brings in, I think, yeah, Quagsire, because Quagsire, as he proved earlier, can wall Gengar quite well. and I just Shadow Ball, kind of thinking I could live one hit from him, and after seeing how much that does, I know it's going to be a 2-hit KO, so I'm absolutely staying in. Scald almost kills me, but I do have enough HP for 2 more attacks, and I did not get burned, so that was another positive point. I Sludge Bomb in case he switches, he doesn't, and Quagsire goes down, so Gengar's looking pretty good. Even though he's on really low HP, I can still get one more hit off with him, and if I can pass a Wish from Vaporeon, I'll just be able to, you know, pretty much give him a new lease on life. But Infernape's going to make me want to switch. I bring in Gliscor kind of just to scout what kind of Infernape he is, and he uses Fire Punch, so that completely eliminates any fear of Hidden Power Ice from my mind. Knowing that he has Fire Punch, he's probably just completely physical, so, or physical with Life Orb, so I bring in Dragonite now, and after seeing that, I realize I can just set up on him and sweep. Like, his whole team is going to be destroyed by a Dragonite with +1/+1. And I had multi-scale to take one hit from Infernape for sure, so everything on his team is slower than me. It will not live a hit from Dragonite. And this Dragonite has Outrage, Earthquake, and Fire Punch, so I can hit everything super effectively on his team. Well, except Mew, but it's going to die to whatever I use anyway. So he brings in Ferrothorn. He lives the Earthquake and protects on the Fire Punch. Not really going to do him a whole lot of good because he doesn't have any way of, you know, really taking advantage of that knowledge. You know, it's just going to, you know, die to the Fire Punch. So, yeah, this is basically just going to be a sweep at this point. Dragonite's going to clean up his whole team. And, yeah, while I'm at it, shoutouts to Joe, aka the Butterfreak, for giving me this Dragonite. It's a complete baller. It's so good. I love it. Yeah, so Ampharos goes down. Not a whole lot to say here, really. Just, you know, kind of swap, boobity boo bop, doobie doo bop, Bill Cosby. So I won't do that ever again, I promise. So now Infernape coming back in, and he's going to go for the oh yeah, hello Fake Out. So I wasn't expecting that, but he probably could have done that a couple times, like just brought Infernape in after each Pokemon, and then, you know, like hoped for like a crit like each time, and he may have killed me. But that would have been hilarious actually if he pulled that off. I probably couldn't have even been mad at that point if he managed to, you know, Fake Out juggle me and crit each time and then kill Dragonite that way. But you know, it's not what happened. So I win 4-0. Good game, Jake. It was a lot of fun. And actually, the reason why I brought up the Twitter thing at the beginning was because I got this game from Nick tweeting on his account that I wanted a battle, and someone responded, so I battled one of Nick's followers. So that was just kind of cool. It was a nice little thing Nick did for me, so thanks for that, Nick. And yeah, that's kind of how I got the idea to just, you know, start using Twitter for battles. So yeah, that'll do that to me, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day. Remember to follow me on Twitter at FerrisWheel32, and I will see you next time.